Hi everyone, it's Brett here from Metropole. How many properties does it take to retire? Well, look, it's really an irrelevant question, and today I'm going to show you why. Because you can probably actually do it with one, and I'll attempt to explain in a moment. But the first thing I think you need to do as an investor is really clarify what it is you're trying to achieve out of your portfolio. Many people, it is about that longer term retirement goal. So let's take it away from the short term. Rather than just focusing on the next property, let's work out where you want to be. I suggest 80 or 90% of people I sit with probably want to generate around $100,000 of additional income when they retire in 15 to 20 years or potentially even more. So that's a really great starting point. Now we need to work out and actually have a plan and a strategy to be able to get there. So what I would suggest doing next is choosing your vehicle. For me, it is about property because I can leverage more and I can also add value to the asset, which I can't do with any other property. And from here, I want to select a growth strategy. I've only got one property or one asset to do this with. So I want to focus on capital growth and appreciation. I would suggest going back 20 or 30 years and looking at historical suburbs that have performed very, very well during that time and probably performed around that 6 or 7% per annum mark and given about a 3% yield. They're the assets that are going to grow in value faster and potentially double in varying property cycles over that period of time, and that's what we need. Once I've done that, I've bought the right property, I've bought the right location. Let's say we've bought a $750,000 asset. That may not be suitable for everyone. It may be easy for some people, but it's irrelevant at this stage because it's really just a discussion we're having. It's not an exact science. If we can, in the short term or medium term, add some value to that property, it's going to be critical because in the next 5 or 6 years, inflation and wages growth is actually going to be quite low. So we're not going to just rely on the market to do heavy lifting. We can manufacture some growth ourselves and some equity growth ourselves by undertaking just a simple cosmetic renovation, more substantial renovation, or even a development of some kind. But by adding value, you're appreciating the asset, you're getting tax benefits, you're closing the cash flow gap with extra rent and yield as well, boosting that. And during that time, hopefully your asset is appreciating. If we can get it to around 1.4, 1.5 million in a 10 or 12 year period, we're heading in the right direction. During that time also, you need to shift your focus from that into paying down debt, paying off your home loan first, your non-deductible debt, then paying your attention to your investment property and paying your deductible debt down. That's critically important as well. You may get to the end in 10 or 20 years, we get another doubling effect where we can get up to around $2 or $3 million, and that alone with that asset base, with debt paid off, you may need some remaining debt paid off with some super or some savings or some shares or something like that to lower that debt and pay it off. If we can get around $2 or $3 million with a 4% return, you're looking around 80 to 120,000 per annum just from one property. And I know what you're saying, it's not an exact science, it doesn't work every time, but the purpose of the exercise is to show you the benefit of having an appreciating asset and having it grow in value, and also the fact that the number of properties don't matter when you're looking to retire. It's about quality over quantity. Thanks for watching.